Obviously happy to get a win. I was really happy with how our kids prepared this week, how we started the game, just like we wanted to, and and then just kind of took control, played solid both sides of the ball, got to play a ton of kids. Had a lot of, we started Jake Johanning at right guard. He had not played a snap this year, and he started the game. He might have played about every snap. Been a guy in our two deep all along. I knew we just felt like we were going to get to continue to play, and he's going to help us down the road. But again, just I thought we handled the ball pretty good. And it was a tough, we had a miserable weather day, which we've had several of those this year. And I'll say this: I told our team this yesterday. I felt this way kind of all year, and I didn't tell anybody this. I thought coming into this year was maybe as challenging of a setup between our schedule. I was sitting there and you look at our schedule, and we had the two FBSs back to back. We had the game at the end of the year that I knew could hurt us, but they talk so much about the number of Division I wins, all those things. So you had three kind of right there, pointing you in the eye right to begin with, and we were playing with two freshman quarterbacks that never played. And, to kind of embark on that journey. And I just think for our kids to get to 8 wins, just says a lot about them. Our coaches did a phenomenal job, and then we dealt some weather along the way, and certainly had our share of adversity. But our kids have handled that extremely well, and couldn't be prouder of them. And I think we've done everything to give us an opportunity to continue to play, and certainly hope we get that opportunity. But with that, any questions you may have, go ahead, please.
Coach, given how things did turn out the last two bad weather games, given the opponent, it is what it is, but just from a psychological standpoint, how satisfying was that to see that kind of performance on both sides of the ball in that kind of weather?
It was good, and Darren's probably a good example. I think Darren, we've talked to Darren, but I think a little bit of his was just a bit of confidence, that, he just not played a lot of quarterbacking, got in the year, and then got his confidence shaken a little bit. He's continued to practice well, do all those things we ask him to do, and but I was happy to see him, come out there and play well. The plan was to play both. We kind of decided at the start of the week. I just told Coach at some point to pick who. And I think Darren started the game, but we were planning to maybe play him every couple of series if things went like we hoped, and they did. So again, it was, and we played them well into the game just to let them. Just hadn't played that much football, especially Hamp. So just letting those guys continue to play. We tried to maybe limit how much they were going to run the ball, and then really hard to jack. I kind of hate scoring that last touchdown, but I also was happy we got a quarterback to finally pull that play. Pull the ball on that play. Kind of run it off and on all year, and I don't believe we pulled one yet. We pulled one today, and he took off with it. So happy for him to be able to come in there and execute. And again, a lot of kids get an opportunity to get in there and play, and that'll pay dividends for us certainly going forward.
And Thomas Gordon's with us as well, and just kind of give us your thoughts when you made the catch and you broke the receiving yards record, and it's kind of a neat little deal on the sideline where everybody got around you.
Oh, yes, sir. My teammates showed me love. Like, all week, they've been on me. It's like, you're going to break that record this week. So, like, it was just a good feeling. I truly feel blessed.
One of our turnovers today, Blackshear takes it back for a touchdown. Barry, you look like you knew what to do with it. My recommendations were going to be to see what he could do on punt return, but I'm no coach, so just walk us through the interception and how it made you feel, and just coming into this season with so much work ahead of you.
Yeah, I got you. Well, it was a great call, and just, the ball, it was right there. I just had to make sure I had to catch it with the weather out there, and I just had to find the end zone because I couldn't get what happened last time.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to remind him. You know much about Travis. Travis's background, most of us on the offensive side of the ball, he's a guy, that, we knew he could play offense. We projected him as a corner. He picked, who was that? It was against VMI?
Virginia
picked
Tech.
up, VMI. And let the quarterback tackle you down there. So he's he probably was thinking about that during that return. So, but he's a guy we knew that could do some things with the ball in his hand.
Coach, if you would, just compare your feeling to last year after beating Mercer and winning the SoCon title to this year. It's going into playoff selection Sunday. Do you feel more comfortable this year, or is it the same? Or
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with it. You know, the polls matter at what we do. I don't think we've been out of the top 20 this year, maybe. Somebody told me. I know we were in the committee's poll, got number 8 3 weeks ago. You know, we've had one loss, you know, so how we could fall out of there beyond that. I just look at who we've played. You know, and again, I think just body of work. I just been really pleased with our kids, and you know, we certainly had our share of adversity in some games we didn't play as well as we'd like to. I don't know. I thought we were in a year ago, you know, just being a conference champion, and you know, we had the little quirky tiebreaker that was really wrong that we should have won, and then we ended up losing, and you know, we beat the team that got the automatic bid handily here, and we didn't get in. So. I don't know. I certainly feel good about where I feel like we should be, but I don't think they'll call me tonight to ask my opinion. But I do, and I think, you know, I appreciate, you know, Mr. Donnelly and our folks. You know, I think we put aggressive bid, and we'd like to host a home game, and that was one of the things, you know, 3 years ago when we started the whole championship fund. You know, that was one of the things, was having stuff like that available to do things like that, and. So, again, we certainly hope and expect to get that opportunity.
Travis, the defense has accomplished a lot of things this year, led the conference in scoring defense and that sort of thing. But the secondary is really, I mean, you guys play a lot of guys, played a lot of guys at cornerback, and you've kind of been there all year long. What's special about the secondary for this team this year?
We just come in to work every day of the week, so we can get paid on Saturday. That's the mentality. You work hard during the week, and you get paid on Saturday. And this Saturday we was able to get some other people in the game, and it was just great to see them out there running around, getting their opportunities, leaving no doubt. That's what our motto is back there, leaving no doubt, and that's about it.
I'll say this too. I think that group back there, you know, part of it's just trying to get a little better each day. And I think, you know, Coach Ojon and Coach Wright have done a phenomenal job with those guys. You know, we played 3 freshman corners throughout the year, the whole time, and you know, a guy like Quan is a senior that has done a good job, and Brian O'Kay at safety, and you know, it's still one of the probably youngest groups on our team, but it has been fun to watch them, you know, throughout the year get better and better, and we think we have a chance to have a really good group back there going forward.
Coach, I think in football, punt returns are like kind of a dinosaur the last few years. That's Furman's no exception. How about Kelly Chiswick's game today?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. The whole punt return game has changed so much. You know, first of all, the spread punt has made it tough because guys get in their lane so much quicker. The other thing, there is so much, you know, the rugby line drive kicks, you know, people doing a couple different things, which make it even, you know, even when you have a chance maybe to field the ball, it makes it tough. But yeah, certainly that was I don't know how long it was, but that was a big play in the game, really to start to kind of get a bunch of momentum. And I did give him a hard time on last. You know, Calloway's a really good baseball player too. I told him I hope he didn't play in the outfield on that one. I think Brian had moved him up a little bit because we knew the kick wasn't going very good, and the guy caught it pretty good and got it over his head. So, but they've been really solid. You know, we got a chance to block one. You know, we hadn't gone after a lot of punts this year, but later in the year we felt like, I think to do those things you need some guys with a little speed, and I think we got some of that. And so it's something we wanted to do. So that was nice to be able to get our hands on one of those. And you know, again, we've been pretty solid special teams all year.
And this Thomas and Travis both is hopefully get into the playoffs, and you're obviously a senior, Thomas and Travis, coming up. How do you feel about this team if you have an opportunity to get into the playoffs? How do you think you can do?
I'll go first. Well, I feel like once we get going, like, it's nothing that can really stop us. You know, we just got to play for each other. And, like, really, when we get into the playoffs, it's a new season. So nothing that we did matters. It's just who can get hot and who can just come in and work hard at the right time.
My point, I feel as if we treat it as any other game. We prepare the same. Nothing gonna change. We just go out there and work all through the week, get paid on Saturday.
And then, Coach, I know we're opening the door to a new season with the playoffs coming, as Tom alluded to. What is the largest accomplishment of this entire group, in your opinion, to this point in the season?
Well, obviously, I think, having a chance to win 8 football games and with the schedule and some of the things we've had and the number of young kids we've played, they've played significant numbers of snaps. I mean, you think about it, played with a true freshman center most of the year and, a freshman fullback, those 2 freshman corner. I look back there and number of guys on the, Travis, a freshman corner back there playing, I think. We got a good team. We got a good bunch of kids that play good together, and I think we'll be a handful for anybody. I don't think we're going to be the one that people just want to play them. I think when you get in the playoffs, historically you got a chance to. I think we're a little unique in some things we do, which certainly you lose a little bit of that when you're playing conference teams because people see you every year. But I think our bunch will be excited to play, and. It's a fun time, and certainly had a chance 2 years ago. These guys going back to Elon and getting a win the first round up there, and it's one game. You just got to go win one game. You just need to be the best team and then try to survive and move on to the next week, and certainly challenge. Whether we've proven we've been a good team on the road. We certainly like to play here, at least one of them, but it doesn't matter. But we'll just prepare, and I think this bunch will be excited to go play. Anybody else?
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you, guys.